There's something about the intimate relationship between a YouTuber and their audience that always makes their deaths a shock. Many YouTubers, both young and old, are taken too soon. Here are a few YouTube stars you may not have realized are gone. Will Norton. In May 2011, a devastating tornado swept through the city of Joplin, Missouri, reducing homes to rubble and taking the lives of 158 people, including popular YouTuber Will Norton. The witty 18-year-old was in the middle of his high school graduation when the weather outside started to turn, and after accepting his diploma, he and his father Mark headed home as fast as they could. Sadly, they couldn't get there quick enough. The powerful winds flipped the vehicle onto its side, breaking Will's seatbelt and leaving him dangerously exposed. Despite his father's attempts to hold on to him, Will was sucked through the sunroof of his vehicle. His body was later discovered in a nearby pond, concealed by debris. His Aunt Tracy Pressler later said at a press conference, "At least we know that he wasn't out there suffering. Knowing that he was gone right away was really a blessing for us." Sophie Anderson. British YouTuber Sophie Anderson, aka Sophie Emma Rose to her subscribers, ran her channel from the sunny beaches of Phuket, southern Thailand, giving parenting advice that sometimes proved controversial. The 41-year-old was 6 months pregnant when the scooter she was on collided with an 18-wheeler truck, killing her and her unborn child. 29-year-old boyfriend Danny Glass said in a 2017 Facebook post, "I am in total shock as I've lost the most precious person I had ever connected with. My brain keeps going into denial. I am distraught. She was also pregnant, so I lost my child too." Tamisha Ridge. YouTube DIY fashion icon Tamisha Ridge was attracting millions of viewers to her DIY Misha channel when she was murdered by a bitter ex-boyfriend with a history of violence. In May 2014, the 31-year-old mother was found in her home with a fatal gunshot wound to the head, inflicted by a man with 5 previous convictions for domestic abuse against multiple women dating back to 2002. A stint behind bars did nothing to break his pattern of violence toward women, as he would later murder Ridge, a bubbly fashionista and mother of 3. Caleb LeBlanc. Described by The Guardian as an online middle-class version of the Kardashians, the LeBlanc family, who use the name Bratayley online, has over 4.9 million subscribers, and their vlogs used to focus on the 3 Bratayley children, Annie, Haley, and Caleb. That all changed on October 1st, 2015, when his parents revealed a family tragedy on their Instagram, saying, "Yesterday at 7:08 p.m., Caleb Logan Bratayley passed away of natural causes. This has come as a shock to all of us. Words cannot describe how much we will miss him. His incredibly funny, loving, and wonderful spirit made us all fall in love with him as a YouTuber, friend, brother, and son." The following day, the last video Caleb recorded was posted, entitled "Dear Future Self." As the 13-year-old's fans began the grieving process, conspiracy theorists started to spread stories of foul play. In the end, local police were forced to release a statement confirming that there were no suspicious factors in Caleb's death and that no criminal investigations were underway. Connie Kin. The haul videos that Connie Kin did for the What's Up Moms page made her famous among mothers on the internet. The parenting channel has over 1.7 million subscribers, but it lost one of its most popular contributors back in 2013 when Kin passed away after giving birth to her second child, Ella. According to her husband Andrew, the bubbly vlogger was taken by an infection as a complication from childbirth. He continued, "I treasure all of these videos and comments because I know Nathan and Ella will always be just a click away from seeing their mom smiling and caring about them, and a click away from understanding all the people she touched." Tamika Moore. Known to YouTube as Michi Monroe, Tamika Moore's channel featured hairstyle tips and tutorials. She started out in the fall of 2010, and by early 2014, she was attracting viewers in the millions, but her life and online career were turned upside down later that year. Shortly before her 29th birthday, Moore began to notice one side of her face was drooping, and she was having trouble with her speech. The doctors had bad news. She had suffered 3 strokes. After performing some exploratory surgery, they diagnosed her with an extremely rare form of brain cancer, and knowing the treatment would make her hair fall out, she voluntarily shaved her head and donated it to Locks of Love. Moore told People, "I cried. It was very difficult because my hair was so much a part of my personality. I was calm but worried. These thoughts kept going through my head. Will I make it? I have to keep faith." The Chicago-based vlogger bravely fought cancer before finally succumbing to it in June 2017, aged just 32. Justin Carmichael. Gamer Justin Carmichael was part of the first generation of YouTube gamers, well known for his enthusiastic You Can Play This series, in which he would import video games from Japan and teach people how to play them without knowing the language. Off camera, he was having suicidal thoughts, and he acted on them in January 2014. His wife Jenny wrote on Facebook, "It is with a very sad heart that I must confirm my husband, Justin Carmichael, died on Thursday, January 23rd. You all made him so happy. Every time he was recognized from his videos, it made him giddy with joy." Peter Oakley. Affectionately known to his subscribers as the granddad of the internet, Peter Oakley made his first contribution to YouTube back in 2006 when he posted a fuzzy video entitled First Try. The British vlogger asked the YouTube community for help and advice in shaping his channel, Geriatric 1927, and word of the chatty pensioner soon spread, with more than 3 million people watching his debut video. After feedback, Oakley decided to use the video sharing platform to tell his story, taking his viewers on journeys into his childhood in wartime Britain. But people also tuned in to hear his gripes about the modern world. He told The Independent, "There are millions of people without grandparents who find small comfort in old, simple stories. I have had my 15 minutes of fame and enjoyed every minute of it." In 2014, a notice appeared on Oakley's website confirming what his subscribers had feared when they hadn't heard from him in a while, which read, "Peter has just been transferred to a nursing care facility. He has cancer, which is apparently too far advanced for treatment, and he is not expected to pull through." He signed off his final video with some typically British stiff upper lip.
Sort of in conclusion, I will say my possibly final goodbye. So, goodbye.